Welcome to your 5th small group meeting in our Focus Season Soul Training. Whether you attend Waite Park Church or not, thank you for being a part of your small group. We've been hearing great things from our small group people about how they've been growing through this time. And I think it's also been really helpful for us to take a look at how we as a small group and as individuals can grow in faith and community. This past Sunday, I had the opportunity to preach on fasting. And this has been something that I've been looking forward to preaching on for a while now. I really believe in the power of fasting and prayer, and I want to be part of a community where people are fasting and praying and seeing God move in powerful ways. I want to be part of a community that seeks God regardless of the cost. I think John Wesley said it really well when he said, "But of all the means of grace, none cause people to run into greater extremes than that of religious fasting." It says, "Some have exalted this beyond all scripture and reason, and others have utterly disregarded it. In an overreaction, they undervalue it as much as the former overvalued it." He says, "Some have spoken of it as if it were all in all, if not the end itself, then infallibly connected with it. And others have spoken of it as if it were just nothing, as if it were a fruitless labor which had no relation at all to God. It is certain the truth lies between them both. It is not all, nor yet is it nothing. It is not the end, but it is a precious means to the end, a spiritual exercise in which God himself has designed, and in which, therefore, when it is properly used, he will surely give us his blessing." I love how John Wesley says that it's an exercise that God designed, and when it's properly used, it will cause God to give us a blessing. And Jesus says the same thing, that we will be blessed when we fast rightly. And so we've talked about fasting, and we've talked about how to fast. And in your spiritual training exercises, we've even provided some guidelines for choosing a purpose to fast for. So do me a favor, in your small groups today, I want you to talk about fasting. Talk about your experience with fasting and explore some reasons for fasting. And finally, plan a fast to do together. And then end by sharing one thing that you've learned about fasting. What's one thing that's been new for you to hear or to consider? I hope you have an excellent small group meeting, and may God continue to bless your community as you seek to find life, share life, and give life together.